Sargento, what's going on down there?
Nada, amigos. A shot got away from one of the sentries. It is nothing. We are sorry.
Okay, take it easy.
You too, amigos.
Something strange about that patrol.
Oh. Oh. Identify yourselves or we'll fire. Fire. Ah.
You bring me the information.
Yes, Colonel, I have. Northern forces have captured Chamaco. They're planning on executing him.
Are you sure he's really your friend?
With your permission, Colonel, I'd like to try to get him out.
Scared? All right. Get up. Dad, up! Chamaco Latimer, former soldier and guerrilla, serving in the now disbanded Army of the Confederacy. This tribunal, having been duly constituted under military law, has found you guilty as charged, while a member of the band under the command of Colonel Blake, that you have committed acts of murder and other grievous crimes on countless occasions, for which this tribunal sentences you to death by firing squad. By order, General Michael Terry, Military Governor, State of Texas. Stand up. Ready. Aim.
men, we did our best. The war's over now, and we've got nothing to be ashamed of. Old men and young boys, as young as 15 years old, died in the trenches defending this part of our homeland. I understand how you feel. All of us lost family, friends, loved ones. It's been a great loss for everyone. Yet, we've got to put aside our differences. We've got to do what's best for everyone. You men did good today. We're going to keep killing. We're going to keep recruiting. When they send Union forces down, we give them a war they've never seen. We're hit by ambush, behind trees, behind rocks. Then we disappear. They've always fought in the open. It's going to be different. We're going to kill, and we're going to keep on killing until we take our country back. John Brown was hung because the men that he depended on didn't stand behind him. It's not going to be that way with us. We all work together and fight together, while we all hang separate. We're not going to hang separate. We kill any Union soldier that comes after us. We'll build our army so great that we're hit by ambush, behind trees, behind rocks, and then we'll run and recruit. They'll see a war they've never seen before. It won't be out in the open. It'll be our war, and our kind of war.
There isn't a lawman within 100 miles of here. Those rustlers are stealing our cattle, and there ain't a thing we can do about it.
There's something we can do when we catch them. We can hang them.
When we catch somebody just passing through like that, how do we know they're guilty?
In the court of law, are you saying that they didn't make mistakes? Well, if we hang an innocent man, we'll try to be fair about it.
So, you settle this country. If it goes to the north, who cares? I took your cattle, my men had to eat. You hang as much as one of my men. You men can join us, or you can fight us. You bear allegiance to Union forces, and there's no law in this area that's going to be able to help you. Because we're going to get to you first.
He's dead, Forrest. He's taken too much beating to the head. I'll take care of the burial.
We can bury him out at the ranch. We've got the word that McKay's going to take this ranch. I don't know when, but soon. Well, that gives us time to make up our minds to fight or move out.
Well, I have nowhere to go. I'll die out there on that open range. But at least here I have 3 square meals a day.
And that means we're going up against professional gunmen. And that means that some of us could die.
I'm good with a 6-shooter, but most of you men are not the best of shots. Well, that gives us time to make up our minds to fight or move out.
Yes, I was a lawman. I feel I rank with the best. It don't change the fact that I promised that young man a fair trial. I promised him justice in a court of law, and I thought that he'd get it. So I feel just as guilty about him being hung as if I'd cold-bloodedly shot him down.
Well, my heart just bleeds. I turned the young man loose. He went out and killed 3 people, shot them down in cold blood. I think about it every time I see their families. I've got to live with it. Looks like it's our place to do our job, not play God.
It goes further than that. I talked with the young man and I told him that. I said, boy, you don't be hunted down. You don't be lynched. You don't have a bounty on your head. Be shot down like an animal. Come in and clear your name. And when I saw what happened in the court of law, I don't know part of being a lawman. I don't know part of bringing anybody in. If you're a trigger man, if you want somebody going after him, I'll go. Not as a lawman.
Get your horse and tie it to this rope. I want to stretch this thief out good.
Stop it now!
Hang him too.
No, he didn't steal the cattle. We're not gonna hang him. Sheriff Stratton was there when we hung the squatter.
Now, you're a good man and you've got a lot of power. You could help. We could work together. I'm gonna let you by with hanging one of my men. Because I think that you got a lot of good. You got a lot of fight. But if it ever happens again, be ready for war.
All I had to do was find a place that served hard liquor, and I'd find you sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, rotting away behind the bottle. You know, you used to be a lawman and a good one, but just look at you now.
Oh, I don't drink all that much. Just enough to clear my conscience before I go to bed at night. You know these nightmares about men hanging. Oh, there might be some justice in the frontier court of law, but are the jurors really that qualified? Is the judge all that honest? Maybe some of them are, but there's a lot of innocent people that are stretched rope. And only if I know that a man is guilty that I could bring him in. And that don't make much of a lawman.
No, I need a lawman. I need you. You got experience with a gun to deal with this man. I'm not just carrying somebody along to get him killed. You've had plenty of time to make up your mind. Now, what's the answer?
Well, Marshall, I'm going to have more time. More time.
Jump!
Hard to believe they can't catch that murdering pig.
Yeah, it just don't seem possible. Only it's true. I rode with Blake for a year. Good officer. Now look, gone plumb crazy. We was all killers then, but this is something else. These are murderers.
Well, that's what war does to some fellas.
Yeah, the war's over, but not for them. No, sir. They learned to like being heroes. They learned to like killing, and now they can't stop. They're like wild animals.
Well, what can you expect from a rotten war like ours? Brother killing brother. When you teach a man it's right to kill, how can you unteach him?
You're right, Jake. Then again, suppose we'd won. Instead of Colonel Blake, there'd be the Yankees on the run.
Blake or them, they'd be the same.
Yeah, maybe.
Darn right.
Only the way things are, it's Blake and his gang doing the killing. They belong on the end of a rope. Thing is, nobody's got the guts to go after him.
You can't tell. He's bound to get you someday.
Let's hope so.
So long.
I'll need this authority to deputize the men that I need, and I need the authority to do things that I've got to.
Sure, my heart bleeds for all those people that have passed on. But in a business, you don't quit when things don't go the way you want them to.
Judge Carter, I realize now that law enforcement is a business, and we just can't quit when things don't go our way. That's why I'm asking for you to fully restore me in rank as United States Marshal. I need this authority to deputize the men that I need and the power to stop these useless killings. Not drinking today?
No, I'm taking the day off.
Be glad to buy you a drink if you want it.
No thanks.
Looks like we got some new people here. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll never forget that hanging. They strung that poor boy up at them other 5 men. Town standing around like it was a circus. His mom and daddy just standing there crying. You know, ever since then, I just threw my badge down. I'll never have anything else to do with the law.
Yes, that was a sad day for justice, the day that young man was hung. Yet without laws to protect us, there'll be more lynchings, there'll be more killings. A whole lot more people will die. I'm giving it a lot of thought, and I'm going back to work. You're a good lawman. I'd like to be working with you on this. Mr. and Mrs. Hollister, I came out to see how you were making and all this trouble we're having. I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I'm gonna go fix that supper.
Thank you, Mr. Hollister.
Look, I'm going out and have a drink.
You'll have to excuse my husband. He worshipped that boy. Ever since his death, he's not the same. He's given up on life.
I don't know, but I can imagine what the both of you are going through. Losing a son during the war, and then the war finally ends, and you survive. And you want to rebuild your farm and get your life working again. Then we got a new enemy. We might have to fight again. Well, I'm sure Mr. Hollister is worried about losing you, friends and loved ones. Look, let me have a talk with him. Mr. Hollister is a strong man, and he'll overcome this. I want to have a talk with him. How many times all of us need a friend to turn to?
These men are killers and robbers. All they've ever done is pull the trigger on a 6-gun. And I'm ready to show them who the boss is.
Mr. Hollister, I realize what you're going through now. We fought a civil war where neighbors took opposite sides, brothers took opposite sides. And somehow, after it's all over, we survived. Who can live in peace? And we've got a new enemy now, and we might have to fight again. We might have to show them who the boss is. I just want you to know that I'm here to support you. I'm a United States Marshal now, and I'll deputize you and as many men as I need to put a stop to this. You'll be on the side of the law, and it'll protect you against prison time. It'll protect you against hanging. We'll get this stopped. Look, I know you got chores to do. I hear you got some trees you need chopped. Let me work with you and earn my keep while I'm here.
Finally got the tree into it. How about that? Well, I'm fixing to go into town for a little while. I reckon I'm going to have a drink with the boys. Would you want to go along with me?
Well, Mr. Hollister, I'm just tired, and really, I'd rather stay here at the farm. But now, if you don't trust me,
Well, as far as my wife's concerned, I trust you real well.
You know, Mrs. Hollister, some men talk about how much they hate killing, just how much it tears them up. Yet they don't live the life of a family man. They don't want to get out in the fields and work with a mule and plow. No, they choose to be a logger, a bounty hunter. And when they have to kill a man, they act like they're just, well, just all tore up about it. Yet, given the chance to live an ordinary life, they wouldn't give up what they're doing. I don't buy it. I just feel these men are just not being honest with themselves.
Mr. Randell, are you like these men that you're telling me about?
Yes, I feel that I'm like these men in certain ways. I'm honest with myself. I don't push a plow. To live an everyday life, I think it would be dull to me. I don't know that I could deal with it. I know what I want to be. That's the law. I know the consequences. That I might have to shoot somebody down that's in the wrong. Well, I'm not going to cry about it because I can deal with it. Because I know that it comes with a job. And like these other men, I'm honest with myself. And I'm also honest with you. You did the right thing to choose Mr. Hollister over me. Because he's a family man. He can be there for you every day. With me, as a lawman, I just don't feel that you would have had that much of a life. And I just want you to know that I wish the best for both of you.
McKay is going to take the town.
Then what will happen to us?
If the United States Marshal come in, he'll rid this town of this violence.
Marshall Randell. I've been assigned to this area by Judge Jack Carter to help you people. But you're gonna have to level with me.
You took your time getting here.
How do you propose we split it, Sheriff?
I knew these men were waiting on me in the saloon, so I fired first at 2 of them. The third panicked and, well, he tried to get out. The fourth rattled under pressure and he missed his shot. Sheriff Crawford, he didn't panic. He had me right under his gun sight. And he would have killed me dead to right. But his gun jammed. I think Sheriff Crawford tried to kill me for the bounty. What can you tell me about Sheriff Crawford?
Yeah, we used to work for Sheriff Crawford. He wasn't all that bad a man, just had a weak stomach.
I can't picture Sheriff Crawford having a weak stomach. I mean, I was told that he would shoot him down.
Yeah, he just couldn't stand taking a prisoner to the John. Didn't like playing nursemaid. One man had to run, so we all went over to the saloon to have a beer. When we came back, it took her breath.
What you're saying is that he would actually rather shoot a man down than take him to the owl house.
You remember that Smith boy you got 10 days for stealing? He just kept wetting the bed. I got him a pan. It must have been 100 degrees outside. Crawford just couldn't stand it. He run that boy off. He said, "Boy, get out of here." Well, so much for that. We got to get back on the trail.
I can remember when I got my first job as a lawman. I was a self-appointed sheriff because the people in that community depended on me. I cut my first badge out of 10. The jail was no more than a flat-top building with holes bored in the top to give the prisoners air. Holes bored in the floor to, well, for nature purposes. You know, there's another side to the law that people just don't understand. I mean, these prisoners, they got to be taken care of. And it's not unusual for a man to have a sour stomach or diarrhea, and, well, life must go on.
Folded.
I've heard of this, Marshal. And he'll come at you with both guns blazing. Death doesn't even faze him. But there's a bullet that's waiting for him. His time just hasn't come yet.
You better kill this man while you can.
Yes, this man needs to be killed, and I'll do it. I'll get him out of the way. It's not too late. Man, it's been talked that you're planning on doing some hanging. I can advise you get that out of your mind. Judge Jack Carter is planning on bringing law and order to this area. He's bringing lawmen in. He's sending a prison wagon to take the guilty to stand trial, to prove whether they're guilty or not in front of him. Now, if you take the law into your own hands outside and defend your homeland, you could stand before Judge Jack Carter. You could be hanging from a rope. Keep this in mind.
We settled this land. We fought the rawhiders to hold it. We're not giving it up.
Yeah, I'm sure there's squatters on the land. Don't change the fact that we get them off if you stand in behind us and fight with us. We're going to take this country back. We'll run these squatters off.
That's it. Come on.
That mob's getting right out there.
Yeah, they aim to hang this man.
I guess you know what this means. When they rush this jail, we're going to have to shoot down friends and neighbors. People we've known for years, just to protect our prisoner.
I want to talk to this man. Look, mister, talk to clear yourself. Even if you are the killer, you got a chance to lie your way out of it. But if you just sit there with your mouth shut, you'll be taken to Hay City and hung.
Sheriff, give this man a gun. He's not the man we're looking for.
Well, you're telling me that the man behind all these killings is not Thomas Blake. And it's not John McKay. It's my cousin, Jess Randell. That explains why he hasn't been caught. He's using these other people's names, and it's just been harder to track him down. But it'll be a matter of time, but we'll get him. Well, that's my problem. And it's going to be up to me to stop Cousin Jess. And with him out of the way, I feel that his gang will fall. Then it'll be up to you as well as myself to work with these rangers and other people, farmers, and make sure that the law is enforced. That's what we're going to have to do. Well, Jess, I want to meet with you and just ask you to call off your men. I mean, the war's over now, and whatever you're doing, you're violating the law. I just want you to know that you pushed your luck too far and you're trying my patience. You'll not stand up against the law and the laws of this nation. You'll fall, cousin. You'll fall. It's just a matter of time. Now, I've come to you with just one last warning, just a hope. Get out while you can. But if not, you'll face the consequences in the end. Don't push it. Don't push your luck. Don't push it at all. You don't know who you're dealing with. I'm sorry that things have to be that way. Well, I just want to identify myself to you men. I'm a United States Marshal. I go by Randell. That's all you need to know of my name. I'm asking for your support. If you stand with my cousin and this band of killers, if you don't die by lead, you'll stretch rope. But it's not too late. It's not too late. So I'm asking for your support. I'm asking, stand and fight with me. We can bring law and order to this area, and it's not going to be easy. But we can do it. You know, this has been a lawless place since the Civil War, but law and order is going to be here. It's coming.
We were here first. These squatters are plowing our fields where we used to keep the cattle. We settled this land. We fought the rawhiders.
I realize that you fought for this land. But right now, the homesteaders are not our problem. It's my cousin and it's band of killers that are going to have to be reckoned with. So I'm asking for your support. I'm asking, stand and fight with me. We can bring law and order to this area, and it's not going to be easy. But we can do it. Cousin Jess Randell went to Silver Springs alone to recruit men.
You know that's not possible. One man taking on the whole town. They probably did us a favor and strung him up their sails.
It would be nice if they could get him out of the way, but in the past he's been a hard man to kill. I just don't think it's going to be all that easy for us.
I think he could take on the town. If he takes out the top gun, or maybe two, that's leaving the men that can't fight.
You know, it'd be nice if they could get him out of our way. But I don't think it's going to be all that easy for us. He's a hard man to kill. You're going to fall. Every one of you are going to fall. There's a way out. If you're counting on the law to protect you, there won't be enough. The lawmen that want to live, they work for me. The ones that don't, they die. Yeah, I just want you to know that you pushed your luck too far. You're trying my patience. I gave you men a chance, and you didn't take it. Don't push it. Don't push your luck. Don't push it at all. You don't know who you're dealing with. You men can join us, or you can fight us. You bear allegiance to Union forces, and there's no law in this area that's going to be able to help you, because we're going to get to you first. Well, you've been warned. You have been warned.
Maybe we ought to rope him and drag him.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
But it might not kill him.
Got a good hanging tree out there, though.
Let's just tar and feather him and send him out of town.
No, I think we ought to just get rid of him. I think we ought to get rid of him for good.
Good bushwhacking to take care of him. There's a rock out by the pass.
Yeah.
Bushwhacking good.
Whatever will get the job done is just fine with me, as long as we get rid of him permanently.
Well, there's a good old elm tree out by the big rock down yonder by the pool. Let's go down there and hang him on there. You got a good rope, let's go down there and hang him on that.
We'll do it.
Either way, we gotta make up our minds and get rid of him, because he's in our way too long now, and we got business to take care of.
Right.
Hurting our business.
Why talk about it? Why don't we just get it done?
Well,
instead of sitting and talking.
Simmer down there. It takes a little planning.
Sit here and talk.
Well, don't get all excited about it. Let's have another drink or two.
You going
here? Take another.
Yes, I've heard different theories about gunmen. Some say that the fast draw is good at close range. Now, a lawman's got a chance to get close. Others say that the fast draw, it'll get you killed. Take your time, aim and fire, and your opponent will miss. Then when you hurry your draw, you'll miss. Well, I've got my own theory. And the best advice I can give anybody is get a gun that you can depend on to fire. Make sure that it don't misfire. It could cost you your life. A lot of it depends on you. Making sure that your gun is clean, that it's old, that the powder is not damp or wet. I mean, I feel that anyone can hit their target at close range if the gun fires.
You know, I would have been dead 3 times if the man's gun hadn't have misfired.
Yeah, wet powder, bad firing pin, rust on the chamber. All these things could cost you your life. I take good care of my gun.
I'll tell you another thing. Some of these outlaw gangs, some of the men carry as much as 4 to 6 handguns. When they run out of bullets, they go to the next. And this has also been true with some of the sheriff's posses. They do the same. What I'm saying is, when a man fires 6 shots, don't push your luck, because he can still come out shooting. You're right. You know, it's nice we got this little meeting place where we can get together and discuss our business and profit. But I feel that our problem is my cousin Jess. He's the man behind all this killing. And when he stopped, and the strong arm of the law sets in, the rest of these men might just quit. I feel that's my responsibility. I'd like to try to stop him.
Well, they got John in jail.
They plan on holding him for the judge, too.
I think it's time we headed out with them, here and now. They're holding John for the circuit judge. We cannot let this happen.
Well, I'm sorry that it has to be that way, but you just can't have your way all the time. Well, okay. We'll see how things work out. You can choose what side you want to work on. We'll see how things work out and choose which side you want to stand with. It's your choice. It was a scare tactic on Jess's part. In other words, he deals with people that way. And if you don't take his side, well, they get lied and had enough evidence for the judge to hang John.
Well, we'll give him that bullet that he's always wanted.
Oh, I don't think he really wants that bullet all that bad, but, you know, that's one sure way of getting him out of the way. I'm Randell, a United States Marshal. You're holding John Whittington. I've got orders from Judge Jack Carter to turn him loose. You'll turn him over to me, or you'll face the full consequences under the law. Now, what's it going to be? Don't make the same mistake. Well, I got your brother John out of jail. It was a scare tactic on Jess's part. In other words, he deals with people that way. And if you don't take his side, Well, they could have lied and had enough evidence with the judge to hang John. But he's out of jail now. And what happened, they set up a man to ambush him in the street, but I was ready for him. I suspected. And then they made out like they were out there for my protection, but I knew better. They turned John loose and, well, that's all that is important. This Jess, well, he's going to have to be reckoned with. Marshal Clayton, I understand that you're planning on setting up an ambush and ambushing some of Jess's men. I just don't think that's a good idea for lawmen. When you're in a firefight, get to drop on a man that's different.
I've only got 10 deputies to cover the area, this side of Hays City. Only have 2 with me today. It's my job to keep my men alive. I'm not putting the lives of my men on the line for fair play, not when we're dealing with murderers.
I understand where you're coming from. But look, I'm going to have to deal with Jess Randell sooner or later. And I just feel that let me deal with him first, and with him out of the way, the rest of his gang, it might break up. Well, you know, Jess, I thought that I'd find you here. I'm a lawman. My brother Will is a preacher. You, cousin, you're a murderer and a killer. A disgrace to the Randell name. Cousin, in your own mind, you're just a self-righteous saint. You probably kill as many men as me. No, cousin, you're just trouble. Trouble, trouble. I did what I had to do to defend our homeland. The war's over now, and it's time to rebuild. It's time to put our hard feelings aside. It's time to unite as a country. But you put yourself in a position where you've got to. You don't have to be a lawman. Difference than me, I'm honest. I enjoy shooting a man down just to watch him fall. I enjoy killing. And I plan on killing as many Union soldiers as possible. Well, you're just fighting your own war, using it as an excuse to kill. You'll kill a lot of people if you're not stopped, or you'll fall in the end. Well, I'm warning you. Give it up. Give it up. cousin, I challenge you to a duel Western style. I've always been faster than you, and you know it. I'll get you out of the way. But if you think you can take me, maybe the men won't carry on without a leader. It's your call. Okay, I'll deal with you on your own terms. So be it. Look, I just want to have a talk to you, man, just let you know that Jess Randell is dead. I've talked with Judge Jack Carter, and he feels it's just a fine line between who's guilty and who's not, as far as the arrangements within the family and Jess's men. So he's talked with the governor of this state, and both have agreed to give any man amnesty that turns himself in. To sign a paper agreeing that they'll never participate in gang warfare. Now, I know most of you men are family men, yet we've got one or two choices. We can hunt Jess's men down and deal with them, or we can wait, let them regroup, and come to us with a stronger force. It's up to us.
Well, we'll take them one at a time. These horses had nothing to do with it. Ain't no sense in getting them killed.
Well, we can shoot straight without them horses.
Men, we fought together during the war to defend our homeland. The war's over now, and you men just keep on fighting. So I'm going to have to ask you to go in with me. I'm a U.S. Marshal now.
Why'd you make me?
Men, I didn't have a chance to finish what I had to say. Judge Jack Carter's talked with the governor, and both have agreed to give any man that turns himself into the law amnesty. The reason for that is there's a lot of rangers with families involved in this fight. And Judge Jack Carter just feels if he follows the letter of the law, he might have to hang some of them. So I'm asking you men to go in. But any man that refuses to turn himself in, he'll be hunted down by lawmen, and he'll get full consequences under the law. Jess Randell's gang. Most of them's been killed, and the others have been brought to justice. We've got our homeland back now. It's time to rebuild. It's time to organize. I've appointed good lawmen in this area. It's going to be up to you and the citizens to stand behind them and protect this part of the country. Marshall Clayton has been assigned to another area. I'll be checking with you every month. I hope that's all that I have to check with you. Make sure everything's in order. So keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I'll be on my way now, but I'll be checking with you next month. I'm sure everything will be in order.